Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Samuel Best versus Horror Story, and this is post Lightning Overdrive, and let's just hop right into the video, and then we are going to see Story win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they get to decide if they want to go first or second. Then looking at the deck counts, we have 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it, and then they will be deciding to go first. And then looking at the opening hands, we have AI Reborn, we have Pikachu, Droplet, Silent Mining, and this is Blue. I gotta read this one. Actually, we didn't see this one in the last time that we showed this deck off, so maybe this is a new one. It says, if you control an @Ignister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You contribute one other Cyberse monster and add a level 5 or higher @Ignister monster from your deck to the hand. And if you do, this card becomes level 4 until the end of the turn. Then if you tributed a Link monster to activate this effect, you can add an AI's ritual from deck to hand. Also, I'll have to read some of these cards, so if you don't like that, you can click off the video, but I'm not super familiar with these cards. And then they have Book of Moon, Fractal, Nerval, Rat, and Imperm. So they do have combo, and they will have some other stuff. They'll have Revolt, Imperm, Book of Moon, it looks like, for next turn. Summon Rat effect, go dump Ram Ram, and then they're going to go ahead and make Chakanine. Chakanine effect, bring out Ram Ram from the graveyard, then go ahead for Dryden. Dryden effect, pop Ram Ram, and then Ram Ram, bring out Chakanine. Then Tiger Mortar effect, equip a material to Chakanine, and then they're going to go ahead and use Chakanine effect to special summon back out Dryden from the graveyard. Turn those into Blossom. Also, I've had a lot of people ask me, oh, why aren't they going for Mega Clops? That card's crazy. Well, card's just not crazy. It's 0 interruptions. It's not that good. And then they're going to go ahead and use this effect, special summon out Nerval, and then Nerval effect's going to activate, banish 2, bring out the Bear Bloom, and then go ahead and turn all of those into an Appaloosa, and then they're going to get Blossom, and then Bear Bloom to go search, draw put back, search put back, and then go ahead and set and pass. So this is a little interesting. So they're choosing to end on just Appaloosa. I feel like they might have been able to just go for more there, right? I don't know. I kind of feel like that was really weak for sure. I don't know. Maybe this was just the best play. But I don't know. It feels like that just wasn't the best play. I mean, this still isn't bad though. Don't get me wrong. Appaloosa plus Revolt, pretty solid. And then they draw Nib for turn. The best 6 card. Silent Mining, get rid of Nib, and then go add Fire from the deck to the hand. And then they're going to activate Droplet, getting rid of Pikachu, negate Appaloosa, and then summon out Fire. Fire effect's going to activate Chain Book of Moon to go ahead and set. What's the point of doing that? Is there one that adds that's a quick effect? That could definitely change what they're going to add if there's a Book of Moon being used. I feel like that was just incorrect. Go ahead and summon out the Light from the graveyard, and then they're going to go ahead and use the Pikachu effect, and then they're going to chain the Imperm to go ahead and negate that, and then Water effect, special summon itself out, and then get rid of that for Lingaribo, which deals with the Revolt. That's rather good. They're attacking. Oh, they just don't know. They simply just don't know. Alright, fair enough. Yep, Appaloosa had 1,600 attack there. They should have taken 400, and this would have stayed on board. Halves the attack, then negates the effect, so misplay. Draw Cosmic, and then set Cosmic, pass turn, draw Called By, and then they're going to flip Fire, go ahead and normal summon out Dark, use that effect, go ahead and add back from the graveyard. And then what else does this do? I know if it's linked, you get the Sense of the Graveyard. You can target 1 AI spell and trap in the graveyard, add to the hand. Is this the one that lets you add from deck? No, it's not. I don't know which one that is. They're going to go ahead. So this is a new one. I definitely have to read this. I have no idea what this one does, but a lot of people told me that this was the new card that was coming out, so I know this is the new one. So it takes 1 non-link Ignister monster. If it's a link summon, you can add an Ignister AI land from your deck to the hand. When a Cyberse monster with 2,300 original attack activates the effect, quick effect, you can move this card to your main monster zone it points to. Then you can change this card's attribute to any attribute until the end of the turn. So, pretty much just Banelings. That's rather good. So they're going to get that effect to go ahead and add back from grave. And then they're going to get Banelings to go add Sanctuary from the deck to the hand. But this card is just 10 times better than Sanctuary. Then go for Splash Mage. Use that effect. Go ahead and special summon back out the fire. Go ahead and make those into a Transcode Talker. And then Transcode Talker effect. That's going to bring back the Dark Infant. And then they're going to use Water effect. Special summon itself out. And then use that effect. Tribute the Pikachu to go ahead and add the Earth from deck to hand. Also, a thing that was coming up a lot, you can't summon the fire and go ahead and search this. Definitely want to note that if you're playing against this deck. So they're going to go ahead and special summon this out, and then go ahead and go for access code, and then they're going to get access code 1, and then they're going to get Earth Chainlink 2 on the access code, so now it's unaffected by opponent's card effects until the end of the opponent's next turn. And then they're going to use this effect to go ahead and pop the field. Obviously, I mean, they could have chained it. This would have been tributed, though. So it wouldn't really matter, but I feel like you would have just to, like, get this off board. Now they're going to go for the Fire Phoenix. I got to read this one, too. During the damage calculation, if this card attacks, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's attack. And if you do, your opponent takes no battle damage from that battle. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls during the next standby phase after this card is link summoned. Or after this link summon card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from the grave. Not bad. Not crazy, but not bad. Aw, the GG's after game 1. Aw, no good lucks. I hate GG's after game 1 so much, because then if you don't say it back, then you're a bad person. But if you do say it back, it's like, why are you even saying GG's after game 1? GG stands for good games, not good game. Remember that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's awkward. And now moving on to the next game, we are going to see, so they're choosing for their opponent to go first. So, oh no, sorry. They lost game 1, sorry. They lost game 1. They're choosing to go first. Oops. Is this deck still going second deck after the new support, though? Because we saw Elijah Green, we had them on the channel a few days ago. They were deciding to choose to go second with this deck, even versus Dragon Link. So I'm curious about that. But opening hand is Sign Up Mining, Pikachu, Ash, Danmari. Oh, I gotta read this. This one might be new, or maybe I just don't know what this one does. I definitely do not recognize it, though. When an attack is declared involving your Ignister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack. Nice. Little, like, battle fader. And it says, if you control a Link 6 monster, quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, and negate its effects until the end of this turn. That's interesting. For sure. And then they have the AI Reborn. So, like, the Link 6 is like the Towers card with a pop. I'm fairly certain that's what they're going for, like, with this. Fair enough. That would definitely make it pretty hard to out. And then they have Barrage, TT, Droll, Rat, and Revolt. So they're going to go ahead and summon Rat, and Rat effect, they're going to let that go through, go send Ram, and then make Chakanine. Chakanine effect, bring out the Ram from the graveyard. So just put all 3 XYZ on the board, no need to go through all the steps. Alright, so yeah, if you could see what they did game 1, they're just copying it here. And then go for Blossom, and then get rid of those to go for Silver, Blossom to go ahead and draw and put back, and then set 2, and then they're going to go ahead and pass turn. I mean, yeah, they just wanted to, like, put stuff in grave for Revolt, so they didn't want to end on, like, just Trident. Which is fair. Definitely fair. They could have, like, Trident pop, and then TT, and then Revolt, which wouldn't be bad. And then draw a Lightning Storm. So Lightning Storm actually won't deal with the Omen banish, because they do have Silver. Go ahead and out the back row, and then they're going to go Revolt, summon out 4 from the graveyard, and then go ahead and boop, flop all those off board to go into the Omen, and then they're going to get Blossom effect, draw into Imperm, and then go ahead and put back Imperm, summon Pikachu, effect, go add Fire from the deck to the hand, and then drop, draw, and Lockbird. Get rid of that for Lingaribo, activate Reborn, summon back out the Pikachu, and then end of main phase, they're going to go ahead and use Silver effect, summon back out Ram, and then Omen effect to go ahead and banish. I don't know, I would feel a little bit scared to do that. I feel like if they're just passing, it's like, oh, you know, I'm living this turn. That's pretty good. And maybe that could have just been like the bait. Does anyone else remember like Monarch format where you just be like end of main phase to the Monarch opponent and they'd be like, huh, what is this? What are they planning, huh? That was always like a interesting couple of words. End of main against that deck, and then they draw Kit. That's rather good. Summon Kit, and then they admit defeat. So now game 3, they're choosing to go first. Alright, so now it's a going first deck and now going second deck. I definitely love seeing that. I think it's like going second decks definitely have something like special about them, because like the dice roll just doesn't matter because you're going second either way game 1, which is like huge. But like the ability of going first is like such an advantage. Like setting up a board, it's crazy. Opening hand is Pikachu, Prosperity, Ash, Sign and Mining a Pointer, so this is really good. And also they are playing Prosperity. It's going to help with the consistency. And then they have Desires. It's going to help with the consistency. Whiptail, Revolt, Alpha, and Fractal. So they have Alpha and a Zoo card going second so far right now. They're going to summon out Pikachu. Effect, go add when I first met you. When AI first met you. It says, reveal one Cybers monster with 2,300 attack in your hand or extra deck, and if you do, add one Ignister monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty good. You can add like an Earth, a Fire. I know those at least. Oh, a Wind. Oh, there's actually just so many different targets for this card. It says also for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot activate monster effects except Cybers monsters. So a little sad, but the deck is just all Cybers monsters, and that doesn't matter. During the end phase of this turn, take 2,300 damage if you do not special summon a monster with the revealed name or a monster with the same name after you resolve this effect. So kind of like a wear off the effect. It said you free pop off. Imagine they're just like, oh, cover up. I think they're you're free. That's something I would say to my buddies if I was playing them. And then effect to go add, activate, and then they're going to activate this, reveal Fire in the extra deck, and then go add Fire, effect to island, the special summon out Fire from hand. Fire effect to go add Dark, and then get rid of those to go on the Cybers Wicked. I really like this card. And then they're going to get that effect to special summon. So wait. Just to make sure, I want to read this card one more time. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, you can special summon one level 4 or lower at Ignister monster from your hand, but for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters with the same original type of attribute by the effect of it. Oh, okay. Alright, never mind. I was thinking there for a second, like, oh, if you control a dark, can you special summon a dark? But just completely wrong. They're going to use Cybers Wicked, Banish. Wait. How? What effect is doing that? Oh, when this card is summoned, you can target one in graveyard and add it back. Why is this getting banished, though? Am I just dumb? Oh, they're using Cybers Wicked to ban. Okay. I was combining like two effects with one. I was like, I don't get it. Okay, yeah, that banishes. This adds back from grave. Alright, makes sense. And then go for transcode. And then they're going to be using the Dark effect to go ahead and add back from graveyard because it uses a link material. And then use this effect to special summon out Wind. And then Wind effect to go dump. That's really good to have in grave. Transcode effect, bring out Cybers Wicked. It should be like right there because it has to go to somewhere it points. Hey, there we go. And then go for the Dark Templar. Now this card is like Soul Charge. I want to read it again. I have to read like all these cards to make sure I know what they do. I don't want like any accidental cheats or anything. So I really gotta learn them, and also it's gonna help me in the future because this deck's probably gonna be more popular once he gets this card. But they're gonna summon this, and it says if a monster is special summoned to a zone or zones this card points to, even during the damage step, you can special summon as many level 4 or lower at Ignister monsters from your graveyard as possible to your zones this card points to. But their effects are negated. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one Cyberus monster from your graveyard. Yeah, Soul Charge. Effect, special summon out the Pikachu, and then they're going to go for the Dark Infant, and then they're going to get Dark Templar effect, chain this. I thought, wait, you can move... When Cyberus monster with 2,300 original attack activates this effect, quick effect, you can move this card to your main monster zone it points to. Oh, you can move this card to a zone that it points to, not that this points to. Okay. Oh, so yeah, that's how it's even a bigger soul charge now. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Activate Prosperity, banishing 3. They're banishing Fire, Security Dragon. This card was really cool. Linkuriboh. And then they hit Ash. They're going to grab the Reborn, put back the Prosperity and Ash to the bottom of the deck. And then go ahead, sign up Mining. Discard to go grab the water from the deck to the hand. And then they're going to use that effect, special summon itself out. And then get rid of all of those. So they are just going for the huge towers. So that's crazy. 6 materials for this. Let's go over this real quick. This card, I already know what this card does, but this card is literally just towers. It says you can control, or you can only control one of this card. The original attack of this card becomes 1,000 for each link material used for its link summon, so 6,000 attack. Unaffected by other cards, towers, but like better, like an updated towers. It says once per turn you can target one other monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, special summon out a token. But this is really what makes it broken in my opinion, because it's graveyard effect. It says if you control a link 6 monster quick effect, you can banish this card from the field or graveyard, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. That is insane. Otherwise, there'd be multiple ways to out this card. Sword's pretty good. That's pretty much like the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. But Sword would definitely be good. I mean, obviously, like, oh, Kaiju out it. Yeah, I mean, there's that, but you're not having that in your engine. Then they're going to go ahead and set a pointer pass. Oh my gosh, what was that? There was just like a bug or something on my arm. Bro, that was crazy. I looked down, I saw it, I'm gonna put my legs up until the end of this video. And then they draw a rat. Oh yeah, they had to take the 2,300 from the or wait. They summoned it though. Yeah, they shouldn't have taken the damage. Unless they did not special summon the revealed monster. So they didn't special summon out the fire. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit different than Where Art Thou. A pointer, pay 2k, reveal the hand, go ahead, and they're going to hit Fractal from the hand. That should be banished. Read link 5 or 6, it's towers, pop one on my turn. What? It has to be your turn. Oh, wow. I thought this was during either player's turn. Wow. Oh, so this card just sucks. I thought this card was crazy. Never mind. Why are people hyping this deck up so much? It kind of, little garbage, little trash. I mean, this is good, so that they can like negate something. Dragon Link could still just like beat this card though. So they're gonna banish. Chain Ash said, well, that's no brainer, I guess. And then looking at the banished. Nothing too unique. I guess like Book of Moon. That card's becoming a lot more popular though. Whip, Rat, Alpha, Revolt. Got it. Yep. Oh. This doesn't out it. Yeah, I mean, that obviously should have been banished. I already said that. But they just said GG's here. That was an interesting game. More interesting was that bug that crawled on me. That That was horrible. I did not like that. Did not appreciate it, little bug. But, man, that's like the third video I've had to, like, smack a bug in the last, like, couple weeks. Horrible. Horrible. But, besides that, I thought this card could destroy during either player's turn. That makes this, like, 10 times worse. 100%. I thought that had a pop. Yeah. I mean, like, dragons could definitely out the Link plus the Darkened Grave. You know, they Appaloosa the sword with a monster in attack position. Attack. Effect to getting attack. Boom. Now my monster is at 6,000. Your monster's at 6,000. Sword effect. Switch to defense. Crash. Sword does not get destroyed by battle. Oh, you use effect in graveyard? Ah, my goddess effect will negate that. Easy. I don't know, this deck's kind of whack. I mean, there's also, like, Savage, you know. I mean, there's so many ways for dragons to beat this. Every deck that comes out right now, I'm just comparing it to dragons, because that's, like, the best deck. I think that's, like, the proper way to do it, is, like, compare it to the best deck. Is this deck worth playing over the best deck? Why is a deck the best deck? I think that's, like, good things to think about. Also, if you have any Lightning Overdrive deck profiles, please send them to my Discord. Meta decks, please. Well, even this deck. I'll even post a deck profile of, like, this deck or Plunder. Something with the new support that's, like, rather meta, or like I just said, besides AI or Plunder. Please send them in. I want to go over in a video of me going over people's deck profiles from Lightning Overdrive. I'll critique them a little bit. I mean, I would not be the best at, like, critiquing a deck like this, but I at least want to show off your deck profile. And if you're on a team or have a YouTube channel or something, or a Facebook page, I can even shout that out if you want me to. So definitely do it. It'll help me. It could help you. You could be on the channel if you want to. You don't even have to be high rated. I would appreciate it if you did that. And with that being said, I gotta go find this bug. The DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.